Okay, so today what I want to do is just review how to type in these calculations into a calculator. So if you had to type them in using scientific notation, how could you put that into a calculator? There's a really easy, painless way to do that. So let's look at the first problem on here. It says 1.5 times 10 to the 6th times 2.73 times 10 to the 8th. So to type that into the calculator, all you would do is you would type in your 1.5, and then instead of typing in the times 10 or anything like that, all we would do is use this EE key right here. So you just go to second and then EE, and that represents this times 10 part on here. So this part right here is all represented by that EE, and then all we're going to do is we're going to type in the 6. So then we have 1.5 E6. That's what's going to show up on your calculator, and that means 1.5 times 10 to the 6th. Then we could just multiply that by 2.73. Once again, you can use that EE, it's just second and comma on this particular calculator, most graphing calculators. And then we would type in our 8. And that number right there would represent our 2.73 times 10 to the 8th. And the times 10 is that E that pops up on there. And so we get our answer of 4.095, and then E14, which means 4.095 times 10 to the 14th. Of course, we're going to round our final answer to proper significant figures. And because we're multiplying here, we have two significant figures in 1.5. 2.73 has three significant figures, so our final answer could have two significant figures. So your final answer you'd want to round to would be 4.1 times 10 to the 14th. And that would be your answer for this one. And that's how you would report your answer for the first problem on here. Now looking at the second problem on here, we have 4.30 times 10 to the negative 11th divided by 1.00 times 10 to the negative 12th. So if we were to type this into the calculator, once again, we're going to use that EE key. So we type in 4.3. If you want to put the 0 on there, you can. It's not required when you're typing it into your calculator. Of course, we know when we round our answer, we're going to look at it as a significant figure. But as far as for calculations, you don't have to put it in. But if you want to, you can. Then we're going to put in the EE key right there, and then it's negative 11. Do not use the minus. Okay, make sure you type in the negative, which is right on the very bottom here. So that 4.30 times 10 to the negative 11th is shown right there, and then we're going to divide this by 1, and then it's 0.00. You can put that in if you want, times 10 to the negative 12th. And so that's what that would look like, that 1.00 times 10 to the negative 12th. So we find that, and our answer here is 43. We know that significant figures, in our first number, we have 3 significant figures. All of these are significant. And in the second number, we also have 3 significant figures. So our final answer is going to be rounded to 3 significant figures. So our final answer should be 43.0. That would be our final answer.